In this video, we'll be taking a look at cheaper alternatives to the Oculus Quest 2 for anyone wanting to get into VR. Coming right now. Welcome to the VR Cauldron, where at the moment it's all Quest. Thanks again to everyone who has helped push this channel past 2,000 subscribers now. You're all absolutely amazing, and I've loved being able to talk VR with so many great people. So if you're new here and you're in need of VR buddies like I was, well, we've got you covered. So hit that sub and bell button and
stick around.
The Discord server that people have asked for will be sorted by the weekend. So if you're watching this and it's after Saturday the 26th of September 2020 and you want another way to talk about VR, then check in the description for the Discord invites. If you have no idea what Discord is, then feel free to ask. So why am I talking Quest 2 alternatives? Well, there's quite a few reasons for that. You might want to get into VR, but are more interested in PC VR. So you want super low latency, a screen with a 90 Hz refresh rate and good resolution. The Oculus Link is an amazing invention, but the image isn't quite as clean as dedicated PC VR due to the compression of the data, and the latency is a little worse. It's extremely low, but you pro gamers might notice it. Now, you might live in Germany, where you might not be able to get one for the foreseeable future. And by the way, people have mentioned being able to pick one up from the Netherlands, so definitely look into that. And of course, you might just be against the whole Facebook login and privacy issues.
Is he looking at us?
Does he think he knows?
So you might be looking for a non-Oculus alternative. So we'll also check out the used prices for the Quest 1 and Rift S, as they are both still fantastic headsets, and maybe at the right price, they could be your ticket to VR. So whatever your reason, we've got you covered. Now, I'm not made of money and I am still a small YouTuber, growing thanks to you, so I haven't owned some of these headsets. But we'll look at the specs, the reviews, and what you'll be expecting to pay for each one right now. They'll all be able to play PC VR games from Steam, and you'll be able to get them all for less than the Quest 2's ridiculously low asking price. So, in we go. So first up, we've got the Lenovo Explorer, our first of 3 Windows mixed reality headsets. Lenovo are actually the people who put together the Rift S, and here they are out on their own. The display is LCD and 1440 by 1440 per eye, a field of view of 110 degrees and a 90 Hz refresh rate. Tech Radar liked the build quality, but it said it did get hot in use. It connects via USB and HDMI and does not have its own audio solution, so you'll need to bring your own headphones. It has inside-out tracking with 2 cameras, unlike the Quest's 4 and the Rift S's 5. You should be able to get one for about £200 on eBay, maybe less if you're lucky. Next, we have the Acer AH101 in its distinctive but sort of cheap looking blue and black colour. It's another Windows mixed reality headset. It's got the same screen specs as the Lenovo, but the field of view is 10 degrees less at 100. Just like the Lenovo, you'll need your own headphones, and it has inside-out tracking with 2 cameras as well. Tech Radar liked the resolution, but there isn't a live pass-through, and the general consensus looking at a few reviews is that the whole thing is a bit lackluster. However, if you can get an amazing deal, then it might not seem that bad. The last Windows mixed reality headset is the Samsung Odyssey Plus, and it might well be the best. It's got great reviews on Amazon, and Tech Radar praised the incredibly visuals. This time the screen is an AMOLED with a resolution of 1440 by 600, which is the same as in the Quest 1, but with a refresh rate of 90 Hz and 110 degree field of view. The prices on eBay often seem to be sub £300, but not as low as the other 2 headsets. It connects just like the others with HDMI and USB 3, and the standout feature of the Odyssey Plus is probably the screen, but it also features a pair of AKG on-ear headphones similar to those seen on the OG Rift, Reverb G2 and the Valve Index. And finally, we've got the Rift S and the Quest. Now, we all know about these by now, but if not, I have covered them in a video which didn't age well, but the specs are still all there, and obviously I own both of them, which I will link below in the description. I'll also shove a card up here somewhere or there, I'm not sure where they go, but don't click it now.
Wait for it.
Rewind later and click it after the end of the video. Anyway, so as a lot of you know, the Rift S and the Quest have been discontinued, but they are still incredibly capable headsets. They both have inside-out tracking, which is much better than what's seen on the mixed reality headsets, and they have very good screens. And with them, you can access the Oculus exclusives that are out of bounds to non-Oculus headsets. There is a program called Revive that does allow you to play them even without an Oculus headset, but results can vary from game to game. Now, I've been keeping an eye on these on eBay for the last few days, and I have to say I was very wrong about the prices they'd be going for. I've seen both headsets well under $299, whereas I thought that people would be trying to get at least $350 in the hopes that buyers didn't know about the Quest 2. So I guess a lot of people might have been doing the same thing, and the competition between them has caused people to put the prices down, which is great for buyers and sadly not so good for sellers. So now we have all the specs. Which one would you go for? Now, this is going to come down to what each individual wants. Do you want mobile VR? In that case, your only option is the Quest 1 or 2. Or do you want to stay away from Facebook? Then you have to go for Windows Mixed Reality. So here goes. If you want to stay away from Facebook and want the best possible headset for cheaper than the Quest 2, then it has to be the Odyssey Plus. But if you don't mind Facebook, then the Odyssey Plus would be a silly purchase, as even second-hand it's still very close to the price of the Quest 2. In this case, it very much depends on what you can afford. You might be able to get the Lenovo or an Acer for quite a bit under £200, and if you can get it towards half the price of the Quest 2, then it might be worth it, especially if it's the Lenovo. As for the Rift S and Quest, if you can get one for $250, then that is a great deal. If the Quest 2 didn't exist.
And he can sleep in my room.
But it does, and it's only £50 more, and that's like the price of a few accessories. And that's why I can't really recommend getting a Quest 1 unless you can get it for around £200. The Rift S, however, is a dedicated PC VR headset, and that might be what you want. The DisplayPort connection means there's zero compression in the image, lower latency, and despite a lower resolution, it is still quite a sharp screen. The Quest 2 will only improve as a PC VR headset, but right now it's meant to be about as good, but you might still have a bit of compression and latency. As soon as I get my Quest 2, I will totally be testing the link abilities. So right now, as things stand, I think the Rift S would be a very good buy if you could get it for about £250 in good condition. So to recap, my tips are: don't like Facebook? Odyssey Plus. Don't mind Facebook? Rift S for around $250 if you want dedicated PC VR, or the Quest 1 under $250, that would be a good deal. As for Windows Mixed Reality, I said that £150 would be okay for the Lenovo and the Acer, but £150 is still a lot of money. And if you have £150, then you might only be one birthday or Christmas away from the Quest 2. I probably wouldn't bother with them unless you were some sort of collector with some spare cash. Again, for a low price, you could have a lot of fun with them. So I'd love to know which one you'd go for, or maybe you choose a headset that I didn't mention. I didn't mention the OG Vive and the Rift CV1. Would you buy one of those maybe at the right price? I left them out due to the low resolution, but they were very good headsets in their day and could still bring a lot of joy to many people. And don't forget, the Rift CV1 does have access to the Oculus Store. So let us know what you do in the comments. If you've seen any of my other videos, then you know that I'm going to reply because I genuinely love it. So anyone who's been around the channel for a while now knows that I love futuristic VR shooters, and tomorrow Solaris Off-World Combat is out, so I'll be hoping to pick that up. So if any of you are hoping to get it too, then I might see you in there. It will probably form part of my next video where I want to look at some upcoming games, and then over the weekend I should be working on the VR versus the Fitness Fanatic video, which I filmed yesterday.
I'm going to put this back in the league of Wii Granny Fitness.
So if you found that video helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to stick around for the VR party, we're actually going to have a party, don't forget to subscribe. I've been Al, thanks for watching the VR Cauldron, take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!
Dairy! Legendary!
When I'm upside down, I can't see heaven. Am I under your protection spell? Just don't hang up the phone. They wanna send me straight to hell.